And we are back with more of the Fatandera playthrough in Total War Warhammer 3. Now, yeah, here at the very end of the last turn, the only notification I'm receiving is that Mr. Mufid Gabriel could stand to do a bit of moving around. And so we will have him move. Settra may go to attack him. Hopefully he exposes himself in some way. We shall see. Let us see what Settra does in the next turn. He'll probably attack Qatar. But he may turn back to hit Numas, in which case maybe he'll run into me and get ambushed. He hits Qatar but only sacks it. Likely not wanting to expose himself, I suppose. Manfred is coming in. It's difficult to say. Sometimes the AI tends to sack way more than it really should. Then again, I suppose that is, on some level, Creative Assembly's way of trying to make some of the AIs not expand as lightning quick as they would if they didn't sack. In Warhammer 2, especially near the end, it got pretty bad for how much Grimgor would just devour everything south of the Border Princes. So, maybe it's a little bit of worry about that, but, Let's see, I'd like a little bit of replenishment here. It'd be mostly on Fatandera and the Hashashin, though. Let's see. Oh, that's why Settra... Settra sacked Qatar and hit the road because Khemri is under siege. Well, let's yeah, let's get some replenishment on our Lord and Hero here. While Mufid Gabriel here will get on the run. Yeah, control back in Karagorod is finally starting to get back under control. Not too shabby. And the very next turn, if we build up enough cash, we can afford to upgrade Karagorod to tier 3. Which will open up a building slot for me to put in a garrison, which would be quite nice. Let's see, that's going to be a problem for the next couple of turns, though, as I won't have that money too soon. Let's see, back here we will, yes, want to research Savage Ways. +5 melee attack for all our Nomad units will be quite nice. I will quite enjoy that. And we will be hitting in turn. Now, we may be able to force a little bit of money through asking somebody for cash, but at this point, I don't think that's too wise. That's more of a mid to late game choice. Right now, if we ask Tutankhamun for money, he's probably just going to end up getting himself killed. Some random Skaven has asked me for friendship. I don't think I will. I see Thoric is running up towards the Devil's Backbone. Ideally, he is not aiming to attack me for the crime of trespassing on his land, but who knows. Okay, let's see. Enter a military alliance with any faction. Let's see, in exchange for 1,000 gold and the, what was it, the steel standard, which is increased speed. Oh, I thought that was increased. Oh, the Razor standard is the increased armor piercing, yeah.
Find me in an accepting mood. I have them every 1,000 years.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. Yeah, a military agreement and a trade agreement. Sure, let's go for them. There we go. Okay, now, he's probably going to get killed pretty soon, but nonetheless, got that military agreement running. So, we're cool.
Lord and Master.
Now, this gentleman back here, Mufid Gabriel.
Sultan, I accept.
You are not a sultan. Well, he might be a sultan of a small province or something, maybe. Yeah, we'll keep him close to Tutankhamun and Numas here. Provide some degree of helpful defense. While Settra is raiding the lands outside of Springs of Eternal Life, how close am I to being able to attack Khemri? Let's go into ambush stance, just so he doesn't, well, we need to move a little bit. Let's go into ambush stance, though, so he doesn't get too spooked and run straight home. Wait, 65% ambush chance. Really all over the place. Yeah, not easy to ambush in a desert, I suppose. Not easy to hide out here. But hopefully that succeeds, in which case Settra won't get too spooked and he thinks he'll be fine to continue attacking the vampires down south. Back here, I've got, yep, the extra 1,000 cash from that mission, so I can upgrade Kadag Orud to Tier 3 and get a garrison building here. Means less stuff I need to worry about protecting of my own. Thoric, yeah, what are you up to, pal? What is this? How do you feel about me? You're rapidly learning to hate me. He just does not like Numas. Well, I might have to end up killing old Thoric here. That would be unfortunate, but if he's just going to be that insistent about hating the Tomb Kings, then he's just going to be that insistent about hating the Tomb Kings, I guess. And there's a Strigoi running around out here naked. He's lost it. He's gone crazy. Okay, I can attack Khemri this turn. It's going to be a bit more of an imposing siege than the previous one, which is going to be a mild issue. Like I said, I'm not great at sieges, but ideally I'll be able to pull it off. For the moment, I cannot afford to join the war against Manfred von Karstein. I am currently fighting one legendary lord already. And I'm dangerously close to fighting 2. I'd prefer not to fight 3 all at once. Please. Okay, let's see. Ally begins outpost construction. Well, that's very nice of them. But I'd prefer they keep that money for themselves, honestly. Okay, here we go. This asshole is sieging Khemri. Well, that poses a problem for me. You prick.
I serve the Phoenix King.
Except that I could, hypothetically... Oh, the ambush success chance is not good. Well, it's good, actually. It's higher than 50%, which is very good. But I'm not happy with it. I think 65%... I mean, I've had ambushes fail at 100% success chance before. But nonetheless, that's not a super happy ambush success chance number. But sometimes you gotta take what you can get. I may have to lay an ambush at the bridge just simply because there's this vampire goof sieging Khemri. Yeah, I'll lay an ambush at the bridge here. And we'll see how this goes. Settra starting army, yeah, I'm going to bet it's pretty beefy. It's going to have some Tomb Guard. So, who knows about my capability to take it on as I'm shaking off the rust here. But
Before the Sultan.
I will work at it. Let's see, Mufid is still a good couple steps behind.
To me.
We'll have him force march, just in case he can help with some of this stuff. Having an extra sorcerer with 2 extra spearmen won't hurt. It won't help that much, but it won't hurt. Let's see. He's only got Harmonic Convergence and Wind Blast, which are not the greatest spells, but I'll take them. Now, Settra... Oh! I see. Okay, so the ambush failed. It seems... I assume the ambush failed. I didn't get a notification saying ambush failed. Well, anyways, yeah, this is gonna have to be the fight. Oh, boy. Yeah, this isn't too crazy of an army. It's 2 Tomb Guard. The real problem is gonna be Settra himself, who is a pretty beefy lord with 110 armor, 90 leadership, which is spectacular for a undead lord. 45 charge bonus. He's on a mount. 4,200 health. Yeah, this is a pretty beefy guy, and he's got some spells, and he's got, let's see, the Wrath of Petra, where he can just explode sometimes. He doesn't do too much damage, but he can just explode sometimes. He has the Crown of Nehekara, which will give himself and others more charge bonus and weapon damage. And he has the Curse, where he's going to start doing damage to other people in his vicinity whenever he drops below 50% health. Ooh, and 15% physical resistance. Good lord. Yeah, Settra is going to easily be the big problem here, and I'm going to have to focus everything I can on just him, really. Let's see, the map here, what is the map going to look like? Oh, it's a big sinkhole. I forget if that... I don't think I have a map mod on, but maybe I do. I don't remember there being a big sinkhole map in vanilla, but maybe I'm wrong. So, yeah, we're going to have to fight around this. Ideally, the AI will be stupid enough to run straight in and just try to fight me directly uphill, so we'll have to exploit that. Let's see here. The rest of the army, not too threatening. The Tomb Guard certainly won't be pushovers. And a lot of my army is cavalry, where their enemy has a lot of infantry, which is going to limit my capability to flank and hit them in positions they don't want. Their chariots, I'm going to be able to beat with my cavalry probably pretty easily. But yeah, for sheer infantry, they definitely win on the infantry front. Ooh, this is frightening. At the same time, this is the moment when you're recording these sorts of things that there's further expectations to not be a pussy. And you have to fight. Let's see. Yeah, Fatandir and the Hashashin together can probably take on Settra. The Tomb Prince is going to be a problem, and those are not bad stats at all, either. This is going to be a frightening one. It's going to be a hairy one, is what it's going to be. And I'm probably not going to end up taking Khemri. But if I beat Settra, that will set him back on the Tomb Prince and the Tomb Guards. And I will get the defeat trait, which will be nice. We may end up rematching this one a good couple times, though. Fair warning. The reinforcements are coming in at an odd angle, but I'm fine with that. They don't really matter anyways. I'm not going to tell them to move anywhere else. Okay, ooh, this sinkhole is... I see. We will not be channeling magic. We will be starting deployment. Now, we're going to want to... Yeah, we're going to want to take advantage of this insanity right here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead... We're going to do it on a one-by-one basis here, just to make sure we fully get the usage of this going on here. Now, some of these are going to need to be pushed up just a tad to make sure they get full usage out of it. Let's see. Yeah, let's push you up a little bit. Yeah, what an angle they would have to fight at. Let's push you forward just a little bit further. Yeah, bad angle for the opponent to fight at here. So let's keep at it. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. Clicking onto the wrong skeleton there. Oh, how very nice of you to say, Mr. Skeleton. I agree. Screeching noises. Okay, here we go. Up and over the lip. Okay, now, ideally we will be able to force them to attack us on that front through using cavalry. We shall see, I suppose. Now, my missiles... Ooh, the Jezzails are not going to be in an ideal position here. We're going to want at least some of our cavalry to stay behind to prevent flanking. I don't know, they've only got a few chariots. I could probably deal with those pretty quickly. But we're going to have to be careful not to get caught out here away from the rest of the infantry, because if the cavalry's out in the field and gets wrecked out there, that's not going to be good for them. The Jezzails, ooh, I may want to, yeah, put them out here on the flanks somewhere. They have stalks, so they'll be invisible until anyone gets close. Fadandira and the Hashashin, we will put on, yeah, right here, the super steep place, rather. Look at those feet. Look at them barely struggling to stand there. Okay, and the rest of the force here, let's see, is the hippos and the chariots. I want them to hang back a little bit. They don't have Stalker Vanguard deploy anyways. We'll sit them right there, sure. But the rest of my force, the Nomad Cavalry force out here, I'll deploy ahead. What we'll want to do is, yeah, we'll want to put the missile ones ahead of the rest, yes.
Agreed.
And let's remember to, yeah, set our missile units to hold ground. Where is that? Guard mode. There we go. Guard mode, excuse me. Actually, let's make sure these guys don't have to go uphill. Let's put them on the outside of the crater here. And, yeah, they'll attack from the side somewhat here. Oh, they're taking the offensive, they are. Let's see, let's get my missile cav units to get shooting at those skeleton archer chariots. Now, are they going to try and pivot their whole army in the direction of my cavalry? The AI sometimes does that. Okay, let's avoid getting into an engagement with the melee chariots here. This is going to be a rough one. It is, but we'll deal with it.
Forward, soldiers, like sand and wind.
Ah, the camel archers did get charged. That's unfortunate.
Who will it? Forward, soldiers. It shall be so. Yes, Sultan. It shall be so. As my Sultan commands.
Okay, back here, the main infantry force is about to collide into me. Let's see. My commentary may not be too exciting for this battle because there's just so much to handle. And this rather stressful big battle. This ain't an easy one. This could be, ideally, it is doable. I do intend to keep rematching until it works. Generally, if the game says valiant defeat in the auto-resolve, that means you can pull it off. Okay, but we don't want to distract the enemy infantry, because they will often ignore my infantry to go after my cavalry, because they're just stupid like that. Ho, 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 ho. Not shabby damage there. Now, let's see. They do have a couple infantrymen, it looks, going towards my cavalry. But I've just about got their chariot liquefied there. There's Settra, who is going to be a problem, though. So let's get the rest of these guys on the move, so they don't get caught up fighting Settra, because Settra will whoop them quite handily. Matter of fact, he might just be faster than them, in which case I'm just going to end up losing these cavalry units, and it'll be very sad, and I will cry. Let's see here. These Jezzails, I'm trying to move them into position. We shall see. Fathandira and the Hashashin, we will move them up to... yeah, we'll focus fire on the Tomb Prince. Chariots deleted. Very nice. Let's hit them. Skeleton Archer chariots. Yeah, sure. And move this chariot in place into a good position as well. And here we go. These bowmen and these nomad trackers, if we can focus fire on these Nehekara warriors, which don't have shields, then that'll be great. How close is this chariot to death? Whenever it dies, I'll be able to focus on hitting this missile chariot. Let's see. This one unit of camel archers is sadly just going to have to fight Settra in melee. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. These other camel lancers will be able to at least hit the ranged chariots. The Jezzails are now shooting at the enemy chariots. It's a little bit, I'll pull them back behind the ridge. No reason to have them wasting ammo on this. Especially when there's a good chance they're just going to do a bunch of friendly fire. Let's see, the enemy Tomb Princes dove into my Nehekara warriors. So let's get Fathandira and the Hashashin. They're both kind of anti-infantry. It would be a waste for me to have them fight there. But we can have them support... they'll get into the melee at some point. For now, they're just going to keep shooting at that fella. These chariots back here, yeah, I'll run them into the enemy archers soon enough. Okay, these camels need to go. They need to get out of here. They're about to be attacked by spearmen, and they're going to lose that fight badly.
As my Sultan commands.
Get around those chariots, get around those chariots, get around those chariots. Yeah, one of the camel lancer units may actually end up getting stuck in a melee with a spearman. Oh, halberdiers, that's actually even worse. Let's see, back here, yeah, Settra is just going to keep whooping on this camel archer unit. These guys are going to keep whooping on this chariot, missile chariot. Let's see, back here. Alright, you've appeared, so let's see if we can immediately get a wind blast out. It'll be able to provide at least some degree of help here. Oh, not bad, actually. That's pretty good. Okay, that's a better spell than I remember. Okay, these camel lancers are going to have to get on the move to elsewhere. Somewhere where they'd be able to provide more help. Let's put these spearmen up against Tomb Guard. It's unfortunate because the Tomb Guard are going to kill them. But, they're only Arabian spearmen. Who cares? Alright, you, Mr. VZA, let's get you to a place where you're going to be a little bit less awkward. Look at that run cycle. He does not look like he is battlefield ready. Okay, let's get these chariots and Wogzen on the move. That chariot needs to be going after those skeleton archers. Those Wogzen need to go after those skeleton archers. The chariots, where will the chariots go? The chariots can go where they please, I suppose. Hard enough work with a chariot can do damn good results, but for the moment, I'm not sure I can really maintain the micro for it. Let's have the Jezzails take shots at these skeleton warriors. Back here, let's see, we're overrun a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. Which I knew was going to happen. Whenever you're tremendously outnumbered, you will be overwhelmed. You will be outflanked by the sheer quantity of infantry. So, let's see. Trying to look over the whole battlefield here. Alright, we need to get these guys on the move. They're about to be attacked by those tomb halberds. And the rest of these camel guys are now being attacked by Settra. So let's set one of them to attack Settra. The others need to get back on the move in this direction, I would say. It'd be more helpful if they can help with the infantry getting flanked back here. This wizard needs to be using the wind blast to good effect if we can help it.
Forward. For our Sultan.
Oh, one of my units has rallied. I'll let them sit there. Oh, they're actually good for vigor. Oh, they lost that quickly then. That's not good. That would probably be the tomb guard. Oh boy. Having a rough go of it, we are, but nonetheless, we gotta push on ahead. Let's see, these, my lord and hero need to be getting into a fight with this tomb prince now. Shooting at him has done nothing. This chariot could probably stand to start charging into the enemy melee infantry. Ideally, I'll remember that they're there so that I won't just leave them like that. And these guys could stand to get in a better position as well. Let's get them down the hill. Pick up speed like that. That chariot's going to be plowing through the enemy missiles. Good shit. Okay, Realm of Souls is starting to kick in, so they're going to get health regen on all their units. Let's see, back here, let's get the wizard casting Wind Blast on these Nehekara warriors. Ideally missing my own spearmen.
End them.
Not too shabby. Okay, Wogzen have annihilated a unit of skeleton archers. These chariots, let's get them on the move. Alright, these Wogzen need to go closer to the front lines to support there. I'm seeing some leadership losses for parts of the enemy army, so I'm happy to see that. Let's see, my cavalry, I stopped paying attention to them, so they started getting hit. Let's focus them on those skeleton archers and get them away from the spearmen. They're about to get their asses beat by. Settra is just going to keep being a problem, unfortunately, I think. Let's see, let's see, the wizard here is about to get annihilated by Settra. It's going to be a joke of a fight, so let's spend what magic we can while we got it here. Excuse me, got something in my eye. Okay, the Wogzen, we want them to be in an ideal position to support the front line here. The Jezzails are the same story. Let's see, I think the Tomb Guard we've managed to successfully distract with other things. The Wogzen, yes, let's get them a-rolling here. Yeah, we'll put them out here, thereabouts. Let's get the chariots back on the move so they can get their charge bonus. That is very, very important with cavalry units. Excuse me, with chariot units. It's important for cavalry units, too, in fairness. Let's ram these Tomb Guard. Hopefully, we can just bowl them right over and have it be done quick, just like that. These guys back here are somehow ready to go again. Let's at least get a little bit of work here on Settra so that he doesn't have too easy of a time annihilating this poor VZA here. Let's see. Are my heroes have been distracted and they are not attacking the Tomb Prince? That's unfortunate. I hate when that happens. It seems like they do get so easily distracted from what should be their main goals. Okay, these chariots back here. You are going to need to hit this skeleton warrior unit, please. We've got Ushabti here on my camel lancers. They may get the camel lancers caught up in the fight here. Let's get everybody on the move here, away from these spearmen. They're moving in.
As my Sultan commands.
Come on, guys, get a move on. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and get some quick looks at all over the battlefield here. Some of the scenes of gruesome warfare. Yeah, over here on the front lines, we've managed to pull it out on the front lines. My infantry actually has managed to just outlast the enemy. So that's been a very pleasant surprise. That's probably partly just because Fatandira and the Shashin are here, and they've been doing a lot of the fighting. And Fatandira has anti-infantry, but still, I'm glad to see that. Now, let's see here. Oh, these guys have been sitting over here not contributing, so let's get them over there. Over here, yes, on this front, these spearmen are still fighting these Nagakara warriors, and we can go ahead and cast another Wind Blast. Let's do that. The Nagakara warriors will win that fight, but I will try not to make it too easy. Back here, we're pulling this cavalry away from the Ushabti and spearmen, but I think, realistically speaking, we have actually done a pretty good job of managing this. The Wogzin, let's see, where are they? We want to pull them out of this fight with the halberdiers for at least a little bit. The chariots have plowed into, these chariots at least, have plowed into the swordsmen. Let's pull them back out. No need to have them sitting here. You, Mr. Jezzails, can go ahead and contribute to attacking the Ushabti, I suppose. Those Ushabti are moving fast, man. Flee far, man. Holy, they're booking it. Okay, these chariots have gotten a sufficient distance away. Let's get these chariots, keep them cycle charging. Go downhill where it'll be a preferable position for them. These chariots can run on back to hit those swordsmen. We're going to have to rely on the chain route here to do a lot of the work to get the very victory at the very end here against Settra. Because Settra himself is going to... He can be killed, but we're going to have to expect the chain route to do the work for us. Okay, the Ushabti's still alive. They're going to be kicking around for a minute because they'll eventually go away on their own. But for now, we don't want... for now, they're going to be ransacking around, doing a decent bit of damage. Not too much, but a decent bit. Let's get these Wogs in to help against these Tomb Guard over here. Let's see, the Tomb Prince is pretty close to dead. Once he's dead, that will ideally be the chain route situation. Let's see, the archers I have back here. Let's get them right out here, providing some missile support here. These chariots, let's get them charging into the skeleton spearmen. Ordinarily not a good idea, but hopefully we can pincer the skeleton spearmen between 3 different forces. Let's get these camels to assist here as well. Now, how close is my VZA? My VZA is still doing... he's managing to keep himself alive against Settra, which is shocking. Okay, let's get on another Wind Blast here. Not great damage, but it'll work. Can I cast Harmonic Convergence on him? I can. It won't help too much, but I've got the spare Winds of Magic anyways. Let's see. Who's rallying? You boys are rallying. Would you mind to get in there and help with Settra? Actually, you'd probably do a better job helping with the Nagakara warriors. Okay, back here, let's see. Everybody is diving in on these spearmen. Let's get them out of here. Let's get the chariots out of here. No reason to have them sitting here taking more damage. The Tomb Prince is dead. Let's get Fatandira and the other hero right here on the cusp. These archers, no reason to have them sitting on their asses. Let's get them to contribute some missiles somewhere. Okay, we're in chain route territory. Even Settra should go down to this. Hopefully he doesn't kill the sorcerer before he dies. That'd suck. Yeah, if somebody could help here with at least bringing the good man down.
Forward.
Oh, he's routing. Well, it won't. At least he won't die. Pyrrhic victory. Considering it was valiant defeat earlier, I'll take it. Pyrrhic victory is pretty good for me. At this point, with this rust, I won't be able to take Kimry. I'm able to take the Pools of Despair, though. Is that it? Is it Pools of Despair? I think that's the Pools of Despair, yeah. Really not too terrible casualties. More than anything, I think that I was perhaps given the Pyrrhic victory rating because my ranged units did spend a lot of their ammunition. And the game counts that for a lot in its estimation of your skill. And if you spent a lot of ammunition, then it's going to say you suck. I'm really not sure why the game decided to put in a brutal grading system like that, but they did. Let's see, in terms of who pulled the best numbers, oh wow, the Wogzen did good. The Nehekara Warriors did absolutely killer. That is an underrated unit there, the Nehekara Warriors. You don't often think about them as such, but they do pretty good numbers in all the situations I've seen. They don't have shields, so you got to be careful that they don't get evaporated by archers, but other than that. Let's see here. Now I'm going to bet, oh really, not that much gold value on the heroes. But, ooh, very good gold value on the Wogzen. 23.98. Not too shabby at all. And each of the individual camels really did pretty good, which makes sense. They're fighting chariots, which wouldn't give you high kill counts, but it would give you good gold value. Desert Riders did solid. The chariots did pretty good. That's a low number by my standards, but generally speaking, I like to micro with chariots a lot. In this situation, I wasn't comfortable because I was managing several different fronts of the battle. And, hey, the Wizard did pretty good. He had technically low kill counts, but, hey, 400 gold. Not too shabby. Okay, and yes, we will absolutely be replenishing. Good lord. Okay, and Rambert Gons there has fled from attacking Kimry. I am taking loads of attrition because Settra has no doubt panicked and activated that right that causes loads of sandstorms. That sucks because I can't do anything about the attrition on this turn, which is going to be a lot of damage to a lot of my units. It sucks, but what can you do? If old Rambert Gons is going to keep attacking Kimry over and over, then I am going to have to hit the Springs of Life.
I serve the Phoenix.
Springs of Eternal Life. Okay, where is the... There's a different Springs of, like, Sorrow or whatever to the west. Yeah, and yes, the ambush was detected. Okay. Settra, the Imperishable, has been defeated. Fatundira now has plus 15 charge bonus and minus 3 control. And she has a horse. And she got a legendary item. The Blades of Honorable Demise. Plus 5 melee attack, poison, plus 10% weapon strength, plus 20 armor-piercing weapon damage, plus 10% missile strength, and an ability. Let's see, the Blades of Honorable Demise. Plus 25% armor-piercing missile defense, plus damage. Oh, just plus 25% damage across the board. Taken by Fatundira from the tomb of the Lich Lord Kuritaman in the Borderlands. This pair of Nehekaran Kopeshes magically enhance their owner's combat skills and weakens anyone struck by them. I see. I believe... Well, no, I don't believe. That is a reference to where Fatundira was taken from in the lore. She used to be a border prince in the Eastern Border Princes, Southeastern Border Princes, on the same land that Kuritaman had his tomb built back in the days when the Nehekaran Empire stretched all the way into the Southern Realms. Or at least into the Border Princes. And Fatundira, Kuritaman and Fatundira both come from the Rogue Crowns, I believe, it was the name of the book, for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 2nd Edition. I think. Maybe there were two Border Princes. No, it's not Rogue Crowns. It's, Oh, I don't remember. It was a Tomb of the Lich Lord? Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I think it was Tomb of the Lich Lord. In which case, yeah. Fatundira and two other named border princes come from that book, as well as Kuritaman himself, who was the namesake Lich Lord. Alright, now we're going to want to push on ahead to attack the Springs of Eternal Life.
For order.
And we will, for now, encircle, because I want to see, can Gibril come up here? He can. Good for him.
Forward.
If I take this place, then I'll be able to at least somewhat replenish my troops. First, let's invest our skill points.
You stand before the Sultan.
Mufid Gibril, we will go ahead and put some points into his spells. For a wizard, that can be really important to invest in spells before anything else. For the Hashashin, we can pick from 3 abilities. Strike from the Shadows, which gives increased assassinate chance, as well as the ability Strike from the Shadows, which gives concealment bombs. Doppelgang, which is increased assassination chance, and the Doppelgang ability, where you create a doppelganger, as you could anticipate. Or the Black Lotus ability, which makes it where you can apply a big leadership debuff when in melee one time. Sure, yeah, I'll do that. And otherwise, I'll invest in more health. A little bit of a tankier Hashashin.
Battle.
Fathandira back here. Let us see. We have 3 skill points to invest.
As we fight.
Now, her unique skill tree, she will not have access to until rank 12. Otherwise, let's see, nothing too crazy up top I won't go for. But we can invest in, let's see, yeah, +6 weapon strength for our camel lancers. And then a further, yeah, just increased weapon strength and charge bonus. Pretty hard to turn down. And for my skirmish cavalry, increased missile strength. Yeah, pretty solid. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the attack. I'll go ahead and play this fight. It's going to be a joke of a battle, but nonetheless, could be fun. Now, considering the legendary weapons that the dual blades of the dual Kapeshes of Karitaman that Fathandira just picked up, Fathandira is probably now going to be something of a melee powerhouse. So that's going to be fun to see. Tyrion is the soul of charm. Boy, that is not how most people interpret Tyrion. Most people, when they think of Tyrion, they think of him just kind of being a berserk maniac. I like this map. I don't think I've seen this map before. Again, it could be a modded map. Then again, it's difficult to say because a lot of the times, I forget that I have the better camera mod installed sometimes. So I forget that sometimes a map that is made by Creative Assembly will have these plains, these empty areas on the edge of the map because you're just not supposed to be able to see the map at that angle. But I like the castle up here. There's more of an Araby vibe to this comparative to... Sadly, a lot of the maps in the Southlands are distinctly very Tomb King or Lizardmen themed. Which is cool. I like the Tomb Kings and the Lizardmen, and I like that both of them are in the Southlands. But I would prefer a few more Araby themed maps. But naturally, Creative Assembly themselves do not want to do Araby, so that's why they won't touch it. Let's see, I don't care about channeling magic. Let's deploy my forces up here on the hill. So that I don't have to fight uphill against these guys. How did the Jezzails take damage? Oh, it must be from the attrition, that's right. Because otherwise, they stayed out of that fight last time, more or less. They peppered a few foes from a distance, but that was the extent of it. As a matter of fact, with their vanguard deploy, let me put them near this jungle here. Little stretch of palm trees. While the rest of my force, the meat of my cavalry force here, will deploy out here. Really, I should be putting the Nomad Trackers with their vanguard deploy. I should be putting them in a better spot for flanking somebody. Yeah, maybe I'll put them out here with the Jezzails. Yeah, that makes sense. Have a flanking force of missiles. And we'll put the Wogs in. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit here towards the flanks. If they need to cover the missile units, then they can. Our heroes we will put with the rest of our force so that they can contribute to the melee. And the chariots, yeah. We don't want them to be downhill, that much is for certain. Because that would be annoying for them to go uphill. We'll put them close to the Wogs in, yeah. Okay, and we'll start the battle. I should have put these guys back here instead. Oh well.
Sultan, it shall be so.
Now, the hill does cover for the foe a little bit, so can't entirely see them, but I doubt they're moving much. Not taking a drink of water there. Let me go ahead and, yeah, fast forward here. Want to get the cavalry in more of an advantageous position if I can help it. And have them walk, so they won't spend too much stamina. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Oh, man, they're even a wounded little garrison. That's kind of sad, then, the beating I'm about to hand out. Oh, reinforcements have arrived. How cool. I tell them to walk instead of running. As a matter of fact, Mufid should probably just get off the field, man. Just run. Yeah, he was not going to survive this if he had stuck around. He had to go. That would have been really silly to lose a lord to one measly little, like, skeleton archer or something. Okay, let's see here. Let's move up, let's move the whole force up a little bit here. And they're going for it. Okay, well, good for them, I suppose. Probably play this much of this battle out and just, yeah, fast forward. Hang on, we should move this force up a little bit. No reason to let them take the front of the hill unopposed. Come on. There we go. Make them have to work for it. Okay, well, they're immediately bombarding the hell out of Fatandira and the Hashashin. Let's go ahead and help ourselves to that Tomb King. And just, yeah. And back here, yeah, let's keep these guys, let's have them hit the, yeah, who cares? Just have a grand old casual time here, we will.
If you will it, for the Jinn.
Princess of Alquan. Advancing.
Actually, come to think of it, Fatandira is doing pretty poorly for health. Let's not have her dive right into the melee like a maniac.
It shall be. San Louis. Kadai, hear me.
Yeah. What am I doing? Charging him into spirit? And this has made me too complacent now. I'm decompressing after that last battle. Striving, now I'm being stupid. What am I being stupid for? Yeah, we'll just chase him downhill, we will. And we'll go ahead and get a good look at it.
For a Sultan. For a Sultan. As my Sultan commands.
Look at those skeletons go flying. That's pretty good. Yeah, and we're getting pretty close to a chain route here, we are. They are not going to appreciate these camels running up their backsides. Ooh, that sounded dirty. Oh, look at them. Oh, you poor bastards, you're getting compressed. Is that the Tomb Prince on a chariot? No, that's my dude on a chariot, okay. Why did I think that was a Tomb Prince? Tomb Princes don't have halberds. Whatever, either way. Yeah, let's wrap this up, boys. Let's take it home.
It shall be so.
Princess of Alquan.
That Tomb Prince is going to be the last bit here. Yeah, it's just going to take us a little bit here. Let's...
It shall be so.
Yeah, pull back just a little bit, boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not charge into melee with the Tomb Prince, you maniacs. Shoot him. Oh, good lord.
As my Sultan commands.
An army ability to spawn an enemy unit. That's right, the Ushabdi.
Sultan commands.
That sucks. That's actually going to do a lot of damage to the camels. I forgot they could do that. It's a little bit of that old thing that sucks about fighting the Skaven, that they always use enemy below a ton. Oi! Everybody's spreading apart here. It's a little funny there. Little stinky. Okay, well, the Tomb Prince is down, but now, there we go. The Ushabti goes down. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the Ushabti summon. That was an unnecessary, probably, camel or two that died. Whoops. Ah, well. Ah, the prophecy of demise, which wound up not mattering at all. Gotta love the end times. That Tomb Prince did get 23 kills before he went down. Credit where credit's due, he fought hard. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, nothing, no numbers that would be special here. Probably the Wogson had the most numbers, probably just from butchering a bunch of unfortunate skeleton archers. Mostly just played that to have a little battle to cool off after the last one. Get to see a few camels running down some skeleton archers. There we go. What the fuck? Hang on a second. Hold on. Oh, yeah, occupy, whatever. What is going on with the allegiance meter? I'm at 16, I guess, but... $16 in what direction? Ha 16 in every direction. Every layer of every direction. Good Lord. This is bizarre. Well, I believe that mechanic, that UI is reused from Bretonia's Chivalry and from the Empire's Imperial Authority. But how did that happen? Good Lord. Okay, well, there's that, I suppose. Let's see, yeah, back here at home at the Springs of Eternal Life. Do I really need a city watch building? It's unlikely. Yeah, I can get spearmen and archers from the building, so who cares? From the main building, so who cares? Let's see, do we need to upgrade anything back at Katargorod? Doesn't look like. So yeah, at the Springs of Eternal Life, we will be... yeah, we'll just be tearing that building down. While Mufid here will not be recruiting anything, will he? Oh, he can. Yeah, he can recruit stuff. So he will be picking up... yeah, a spearman and a bowman. There you go. Just to give him a little something. So he's not completely naked around here. And we've also got a skill point to invest for Lena Bint al-Malik. Let's see. 263 weapon strength is not great for a hero. So actually, I probably should have been upgrading that first, shouldn't I? Well, live and learn. Alright. How long has this recording been going? Oh, quite some time. Yeah, it's, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, got this recording here, and I will see you folks next time when I'll presumably be figuring out what to do about the city of Khemri itself.